Progress.
Get started with Russ. Mike, you take the first one. Hey, Russ, just wonder what you've been seeing defensively for this last little stretch, and thinking about until AD gets back, what you guys have to accomplish on that end of the floor, and I guess tonight is the example.
Just gotta put longer stretches of just defending. I think 22nd and 3rd doing a good job of just playing without fouling. I think is a thing for us as well, and just cutting those low them lapses a lot shorter from teams.
And then are there things that you have to do differently as a perimeter player with fewer bigs? You've always been a guy that's crashed the glass, but are there other things there on defense?
From offense end?
No, sorry, on defense, if you're playing with fewer bigs, are there things you have to do a little bit more?
Yeah, you gotta be scrappy, box out, get to loose balls. But I think that's kind of, it makes you move around, makes you kind of activates us defensively. We just got to do a better job for a long period of time.
Yeah. Russ, you're in a little bit of a shooting slump here over these last 4 games, but
man, who you telling? Make a fucking shot, boy.
The in-arena DJ had fun with it. I guess sort of where are you at?
Who?
Did you hear what they played? They played like Rose Ice when you got introduced and stuff.
Who? The arena?
Yeah.
That's funny. They played that. I hope they played that the last 14 years too. It's funny they play it now. That's cute. That's cute.
When this stuff happens over the course of a career, but like, what do you do when you're in a slump? Do you do anything different? Do you change anything at all?
No, I mean, honestly, I don't like this. The word slump for me is not like something I like lean on. I stay locked in to my craft, figure it out. I'm just in the position of trying to figure out the best way to play at the moment. And as simple as that. I'll figure it out. And that's that. Like, nothing that haven't happened to me before. Got a game on Friday. The best thing about the NBA, get a chance to kind of go back to the drawing board, look at how you can be effective, at least from the scoring side of it, and make adjustments and figure out ways to be able to, just make a shot. That's it.
I don't think matters. Let me get that.
That's it.
You've said this a couple of times, like, I mean, your big thing is like, I'm going to try to figure it out. I'm curious, is part of the issue that sort of the question keeps changing as to what you're trying to figure out? I think you alluded to that a little bit the other day. We didn't get a chance to ask you specifically about it, but like, sometimes it's point guard, sometimes it's off the ball. Is that part of the challenge?
It's a part of adjustment, and obviously I got to be able to make it and figure it out. But nobody gonna feel sorry for me or for us to be able to do that. And me as a player, I got to figure out to do it best way within the way that we're playing within the system, and that's that. I got no excuses. For me, I don't point fingers. I always just look at myself and figure out ways to become better. But one thing I never do is panic. I never lack confidence in myself and what I'm capable of doing. But I am and will put more pressure on myself to be better, especially on the offensive end and making some shots as we move forward. So that's, for me, is something that I can move forward with and something I just look myself in the mirror and be able to make adjustments to be needed.
Ivan?
Russ, they closed the second, third, and fourth quarters on runs to close those quarters. What did you see?
Yeah, that was kind of what I was alluding to earlier, just trying to figure out how to way to not have those, 10 runs, 12 runs. And it's tough to kind of see why that happened right now. But when I watch film, we'd be able to have a better idea of kind of what's happening during those times on both sides of the ball.
So Kyle on Zoom.
Hey, Russ. Thinking back to when you were in Houston, obviously they played a lot of small lineups, and at that point when they made that shift, you really kind of took off statistically. Is there a difference appreciably between that small ball scheme and what the Lakers have been doing the last dozen games or so that is just a different adjustment?
Yeah, it's not the same. I think people always alluding to that, but it's not the same. Different players, different personnel, different system. A lot of things are different. It's not the same. It's a small ball, but it's nothing that is the same about it. From when I did it in Houston and kind of what I'm doing now.
Dave?
Russ, minute 7 left. You guys are down 4, and you had a wing 3. What were you seeing on the court in that possession? And
it was 4 seconds on the shot clock. Ran a play. They denied it. And got too many options at that point. We set a screen. The guy went under. I missed it. That's it.
Thanks.
Time for just a couple more before we have to jump on the bus. We'll go to Michael.
Hey Russ, more of a general question. I know you care about wins and your overall impact more than the stat sheet, but I'm just wondering, are there any like specific individual stats that you do consistently look at or value when you self-assess your game throughout the season?
Yeah, turning the ball over, taking care of the ball is big for me. So that's something I pay attention to. And then if we are winning, that's more important. I try to look at more team stats, nothing more individual for me, because sometimes the stat sheet don't show exactly how you may have played the game. But the turnovers can allude to other things for the team. So that's something I do look at and make sure that I pay attention to.
Russ, you have the mantra of why not, basically built off of proving people wrong, showing that there's no limits. And, I've been around ever since you pretty much came in the league. I don't recall, Russ, that like a fan base being so hard on you like that.
Shit.
To other spots. Maybe I'm wrong, but
no. I mean, you're wrong, but you're right. Okay. This is it is what it is. I think for me, I look at it in a positive way, and I look at it like this. Since I've been in the league, every arena, fans, whoever, the jokes, the insiders, the thing, whatever it is that may be, I take it as a compliment, because if I wasn't out here and I haven't done anything in this game, they wouldn't even pay no mind to me or pay no mind to what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I look at it as a positive light, because if they're so concerned about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, when I'm doing it, I'm doing something right, in this game, and I'll continue to keep my head up and keep my why not mindset and keep using this game to be able to do other things, and simple as that.
One last question.
Russ, to Chris's point, that scrutiny is going to be there till the end of this regular season.
It's going to be there until I'm done playing this game.
I hear you, brother. But I just wonder, when you came to town, there was this idea that because of what you've accomplished in the postseason, that Russ was quote unquote a 16-game player.
A whole game?
16 game. Like you hit the postseason, you get Bron and AD with Russ. Is there part of you that just, I know it's a ways out, but that just can't wait to, you got to make the playoffs first, but like, you still have that confidence that if and when you guys get there, that this can come together?
My confidence never wavers, regardless of scrutiny, regardless of what is said. That's been my whole career. Doesn't matter. Every year it's always a conversation of if and what and how and when. And we have the group here that's able to do it. Once we kind of all get together and put some stretches of games together and staying healthy, we able to kind of see what we can really do as we kind of move the season along. We're at the halfway point now, but as we get to the playoffs and believe we can do something special.
Thank you, Russell. Thanks, everybody. See you on Friday.